So good morning everyone. Now we'll see what is web technologies. In final year first semester you have the subject called web technologies. So we'll see what is web technologies, why we should learn this course, what are the outcomes of this course, what syllabus we have and what topics we'll have in unit 1 and why we should study these web technologies. Like this we'll go and discuss. So first, web technologies. Maybe you have listened the word web so many times. Web is nothing but World Wide Web. World Wide Web. So this World Wide Web is also called as W3. It is also called as WWW. So we already know what is web. We have listened the word web so many times. And web is nothing but World Wide Web, W3 or WWW. So nothing but internet. Nothing but internet. So World Wide Web, web is different and web technologies is different. Why web technology? Web technology is to design web pages. So in final year first semester you have the subject like web technologies. The word web you have listened so many times. Web is nothing but World Wide Web, W3 or internet maybe sometimes. So technology is nothing but something we are using to develop any thing in this world. So web technology is mainly to design web pages. So this is our subject. So this is the prescribed textbook for web technologies. You can see here this is the standard book for web technologies. So the standard book for web technologies is Black Book. This book itself called as Black Book. Entire your syllabus will be in this book only. This is the standard textbook and you will have 6 units from the same book. So objectives. Why we should learn web technologies? In final year, why you should learn web technologies? See, this course is designed in such a way that you should have with no programming knowledge, with no programming experience also, you should be in a position that you should use tools which are web based and design static web pages. Design static web pages. So the main objective and single agenda of this subject is nothing but with no programming language, based on only web based tools, with no programming knowledge or experience. With the help of World Wide Web and all the techniques, you should be in a position to design static web pages. Web pages is of two types: static web pages, dynamic web pages. So what is the main motto of web technologies? Web technologies, main intention of web technologies is nothing but designing web pages. How many types of web pages we have? Static web pages and dynamic web pages. So what is the main motto of this subject? With no programming experience, based on the web based tools and techniques, you should be in a position to design static web pages. Next, outcomes. After studying this web technology subject, after finishing this semester, after learning all the 6 units, what are the outcomes you are going to get? Nothing but outcomes. See what we can learn. HTML we can learn. PHP you can learn. Perl is a programming language. Ruby is a programming language. JavaScript, it is also a programming language used for validation. So what is our main intention? HTML hypertext markup language, PHP personal homepage, Perl and Ruby are programming languages. JavaScript is mainly used for validation. So the main points we get from this subject are nothing but different programming languages, different technologies along with validation techniques. So after completion of reading 6 units of web technologies, you will be in a position to learn hypertext markup language, PHP, Perl, Ruby and JavaScript. That's what they have mentioned here. You can analyze a web page, you can identify the elements and attributes. Every web page you can analyze or you can generate your own web page. And next, creating web pages using XHTML and cascading style sheets is nothing but CSS. Cascading style sheets is nothing but CSS. See, by learning 6 units, what you are going to learn? HTML, PHP, Perl, Ruby, JavaScript. This JavaScript is used for validation. That only they have given in the outcomes also. You can analyze a web page, you can create a web page, you can build dynamic web pages, you can use PHP, Perl, Ruby, and in addition to that, simple client-side scripts using Ajax, nothing but this JavaScript. So these are the outcomes. So let us see the syllabus of Unit 1. The name of Unit 1 is of Basics. So in Unit 1 we have to learn what is HTML, CSS I have already told you, cascading style sheets, basic syntax, standard HTML document structure, basic text markup, nothing but HTML only, HTML tags. So what we have in Unit 1? In Unit 1 we have basics, HTML, CSS is nothing but cascading style sheets, structures and syntaxes, and basic text markup is nothing but HTML tags. In addition to that, we are going to learn about importing images, forms, tables and lists. This entire thing will be linked to HTML, hypertext markup language. Second thing is cascading style sheets, CSS. HTML is used to develop front end. HTML is used to develop front end. As I already told you, web pages can be developed in two types: static web pages, dynamic web pages. So developing static web pages again have three phases: front end, middleware and back end. So developing static web pages again divided into three things: front end, middleware and back end. This front end is developed by HTML, hypertext markup language. And to add beauty to these front end web pages, we are using CSS. To add beauty to that front end web pages, we are using CSS. CSS is nothing but cascading style sheets. So this is the syllabus. So now let us see what is HTML. See, as I already told you, we have to design web pages. Web pages can be designed in two formats: static web pages and dynamic web pages. Static web pages, designing of static web pages will have three portions or three stages: front end, middleware, back end. For front end, we are using HTML. HTML is nothing but hypertext markup language. HTML is used for creating web pages. HTML will describe the structure of web page. HTML elements are nothing but that are the elements and building blocks of HTML pages. HTML elements are nothing but building blocks of HTML pages. This is very important. HTML elements are nothing but they are building blocks of HTML pages. So let us see once again. HTML means hypertext markup language. HTML is used for creating web pages. Creating web pages. So HTML will describe the structure of web page. And next one, HTML elements. We will see in the next class what are these elements are. So HTML elements are building blocks of HTML pages. So continuation, HTML is not case sensitive. HTML is not case sensitive. The latest version of HTML is HTML5. It was introduced in the year 2014. So HTML is not a case sensitive. Not case sensitive in the sense, big none is treated same as big none also. See, you can see the difference here. If you write big none like this or if you write big none like this also, these both are same in point of view of HTML. In the point of HTML, there are no capital letters, there are no small letters. HTML is not case sensitive. So writing big none like this is okay, writing big none like this is also okay for HTML. So the latest version of HTML is HTML5. It was introduced in 2014. Okay, next. I already told you HTML elements are nothing but building blocks of HTML web pages. That elements are represented with the help of tags. HTML elements are represented with the help of tags. Next one. What are tags? I will tell you again. Next, see the next one. Web browsers read HTML documents and display them. See, web browsers will read HTML documents and display them. Okay. So HTML is not a case sensitive. Latest version of HTML is HTML5 and it was introduced in 2014. So HTML elements are represented with the help of tags. We will have closing tags and ending tags also. So the output of HTML programs is displayed in web browsers. The output of HTML tags is displayed in web browsers. So next one. We will have, the window will have two sessions. One is header session, next one is body session. See, you can look here. See, header session you can see, body session you can see. This is the header session. This is body session. So see here, every window is divided into two things, header session and body session. So it is described as header session and this is described as body session. What we have written here, HTML was invented by Tim Berners-Lee. This is the inventor name. HTML was introduced in the year 1989. Latest version of HTML is HTML5, which was introduced in 2014. This data can be written. All this data can be written in body session. Any heading can be written in header session. So see here, header will contain information about document. If this is document, if this entire thing is document, information about document will be in header and the main content will be in body session. See, if you consider this as a document, in this document, about the document we have in header session, heading. So content will be in body session. So up to here it is called as header session. Remaining thing is called as body session. In body session we have about HTML. The main content will be in body session. About the document it will be in header session. So every window is divided into two partitions, header session and body session. Header session will have the information about document. Body session will display the content of document. Here what content we have written? HTML is invented by Tim Berners-Lee, scientist. It was introduced in 1989. Latest version of HTML is HTML5. HTML5 was introduced in 2014. So this is about HTML we have kept in body session. The heading should be HTML details. This document will have a perfect heading like HTML details. That heading will be in header session. Header section. So every window will contain two sessions, header and body. So we'll go into actually what is HTML, we'll go into detail. See, every tag, these are called as, these are called as angular brackets. So this thing and this thing is called as angular brackets. Everything between that angular bracket is called as HTML tag. So HTML programs do not have any standard syntax. HTML program do not have any standard syntax. Hypertext markup language do not have any standard syntax. Then what is the syntax for this? Anything enclosed between angular braces can be treated as a tag. Anything enclosed between angular brackets is treated as tag. And this tag is processed by interpreter. That tag is processed by interpreter. See, we have compiler, we have interpreter also. Entire program is compiled at a time, we'll call as compiler. If we compile line by line, we'll call it as interpreter. If our source code, entire source code is executed or compiled at a single time, that is compiler. If our source code is compiled line by line or executed line by line, that is interpreter. So HTML going to follow interpreter concept, and HTML do not have any standard syntax. Anything written between angular braces is called as tag, and that tag is processed by interpreter. See, any tag or any string that is not enclosed between angular braces is treated as text. So two differences you need to see here. HTML do not have standard syntax. Any string enclosed between angular braces is treated as tag. Tag is processed by interpreter. Any string that is not enclosed in angular braces is treated as text. So very important, these are angular braces. If I have written something between angular braces, that is tag. And this tag is processed by interpreter. If I have not written anything between braces, it is called as text. So we'll see the basic structure of HTML program. See, first HTML, closing tag of HTML. So it is opening tag of HTML. This is closing tag of HTML. Closing tag also have some backward slash. So next we are going to see the structure of HTML. In that, first one is opening braces of HTML and closing braces of HTML. Second one, heading. So opening of heading, closing of heading. Next, body, next title. So this is the structure of HTML. See, structure of HTML. First we will open HTML. Whenever we open a tag, we should close the tag. So main HTML tag. Next, heading. So we have opened heading, we should close heading also. Next, in that heading, title. So we should close title also. Then what should be there after heading? Body. That is here. Body of the program and body closing tag. See, this is opening tag. Between angular braces, if you have written, that is body and that is the opening tag of body. And if you give backward slash and write like this, this is the closing tag of body. So see here, opening tag of HTML, closing tag of HTML. Opening tag of head, closing tag of head. Opening tag of title, closing tag of title. Meanwhile, opening tag of body, closing tag of body. This is the structure of HTML. Very important. Entire 6 units we will get this. In entire 6 units, now and then we are going to get the structure of HTML. So remember the structure of HTML. HTML opening and closing, head opening and closing, title opening and closing, body opening and closing. So now let us see, if you want to display a simple text in HTML program, how we will display. See, HTML opening, HTML close, HTML open, HTML close, head open, head close, body, title. In title I have given title as first program. So what title I have given? First program. What is my body? Welcome to HTML. See, that is the document. Document is having header session. Document is having body session. Our title is first program. So it is displayed there. Our body is welcome to HTML. It is displayed there. See, I have opened HTML. So I have closed it. Heading closed. Title closed. Title is first program. So this title is displayed in the header session. So body closed. What is the body of my paragraph? What is the body of my document? Welcome to HTML, that is displayed here. So title will be displayed in header session. Body will be displayed in body session. So you people will see once again. So first we have taken HTML opening tag. First we have taken HTML opening tag, HTML closing tag, head opening, head close, body session opening, body session close, title session open, title session close. What is the title I have given? First program. What is the body I have given? Welcome to HTML. So how my output screen will be there? Header session, Body session. Title is first program displayed there. Body is welcome to HTML displayed there. So this is output window. This is simple program. So using HTML we are writing a simple text message on the output screen or output window. Title is displayed in the header session. Body is displayed in the body session. So next let us see, we are going into next topic. Till now we have completed basic structure of HTML, simple program using HTML and some simple definitions and introduction to HTML. Till now we have finished. Now let us go into HTML tags. If we want to discuss HTML tags, we will have two types of HTML tags, container tag and empty tag. HTML tags are divided into two types, container tag and empty tag. What is container tag? A container tag is nothing but starting tag will be there, ending tag will be there. HTML starting, HTML ending. If a tag which has both starting and ending tag, then that will be container tag. Examples, BIU. I'll tell you what these tags will do also. So what is a empty tag? Empty tag is nothing but that have a starting tag but does not have. Empty tag will have a start tag but it do not have end tag. Very simple. Container tag will have starting and start tag and end tag also. So see here, HTML tags are divided into two types, container tags and empty tags. Container tags will have both start and end tags. So empty tags will have only start tag. So empty tags, they will have only start tag, they don't have end tag. So examples of empty tags are BR, HR and image. I'll tell you about these tags in detail. So now let us see first tag, that is BR tag. See, BR tag. Since our HTML is not a case sensitive, we can write small letters or we can also write lower letters or we can write capital letters also. In the introduction we have discussed HTML is not a case sensitive. Means we can write uppercase letters or we can write lowercase letters also. So first tag is nothing but break. BR is nothing but break. See here, welcome break to HTML. So welcome to HTML is given break here. After welcome we have a break. After to we have a break. See, BR tag is used to give break. What it will do? Welcome break tag to break tag. As I already told you, if anything written between angular braces, that is tag. If anything not written between angular braces, that is text. So BR is nothing but break. Why this break tag is used? To give the break after each word. So here welcome to HTML is given break at after welcome and after to we have given break. It is not case sensitive, so we can write like this or we can write like this also. So what is the important thing we should remember? If we have written between angular braces, it is tag. If we have not written between angular braces, it is text. So first one is break tag. Next, second one is HR. HR is nothing but horizontal line. HR is nothing but horizontal line. You can write like this HR or you can also write like this HR. So HR is for horizontal line. Now I want Department of Computer Science and Engineering. This I want in a horizontal line. So this is the output I will get. This is output screen. Output screen. It is also called as output window. What I should get as output? Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Full I want to get in a horizontal line. So HR will define horizontal line. So Department of Computer Science and Engineering will get in a horizontal line. So next tag is See, in HR we have some specifications also. See here, Vignan. Yes, see here, Vignan Lara Institute of Science and Technology, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. These two things I want in a horizontal line. So on the output, I got these two by using HR. See how they have written, Vignan Lara Institute of Technology and Science, HR, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, which means I want two horizontal lines. One is Vignan Lara Institute of Technology and Science, second one is Department of Computer Science and Engineering. So these two are printed as two horizontal lines by using the tag HR. You can also write as capital H, capital R. So third one is sub. What is the third one? Sub. Nothing but if you want to write a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square, or else you want to write a plus b whole cube, all the formulas can be generated using subscript. Subscript is also called as sub. You can write SUP sub small letters. You can also write SUP sub capital letters. What we are doing? Formulas are generated using subscript. This superscript is nothing but sub. Subscript or superscript. So superscript is nothing but giving the power values. If you want to give power values, we are using superscript. Superscript. This superscript is also called as SUP tag. This SUP tag is used for generating formulas. If you want to generate a plus b whole square, this square can be given by using the tag SUP sub. So everything written in angular braces is called as tag. So SUP is written in angular braces, it is called as tag. A plus b superscript tag square. What we'll get? A plus b whole square we'll get. This whole square superscript we got by SUP tag. So see the next one, sub tag. It is subscript. See what are the two types of scripts we have? Superscript. Next one is subscript. So superscript we can give power values. Subscript we can give this H2O. See, H sub 2 sub O. Subtag opening SUB. Subtag closing backslash SUB. So what we have done here? We have opened the subscript, we have closed subscript. Between that we want H2O, H base 2O. So base values is given by subscript. Power values is given by superscript. See, using web technologies we can generate web pages. In web pages if you want power values you should use superscript. In web pages if you want sub values, base values, you should use subscript. So here subscript opening, subscript close. I want H2O, so I have written H sub 2 closing sub O. Then I will get H2O. This is subscript. So next one, pre. This is pre-formatted text. For what we are using the text? For what we are using the tag pre? The tag pre is used for pre-formatted text. What is this pre-formatted text will do? It will remove the spaces if there are any extra spaces. Extra space. If there is any extra space between your data or if there is any extra space in between your data, that extra space is removed with the help of tag pre. Pre is nothing but pre-formatted text. See, I have given welcome space 2 space HTML. That extra spaces are taken out and it is displayed as welcome to HTML. See here, browser will remove any extra lines or extra spaces from the program while displaying the output. This sentence you need to remember. Browser will remove any extra lines or extra space from the program while displaying the output, on the window. So I have given welcome to HTML. Extra spaces or extra lines are taken out and welcome to HTML is displayed. All this happened with the help of tag pre. So our next tag, paragraph. Paragraph tag is represented with the help of P. What is our next tag? Paragraph. Paragraph is tag is represented with the help of P. How can you close a paragraph tag? \P. So see here, welcome to HTML, I want a break. Some paragraph, I want a break. The latest version of HTML is HTML5 introduced in the year 2014. I want a break here. So what I have written? Welcome to HTML. Paragraph begin. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is an interpreted language. It was developed by Tim Berners-Lee. It was first introduced in the year 1991. It was maintained by World Wide Web. Here I gave a break. So this is the opening tag of para. This is the closing tag of para. After welcome to HTML, all I need break here. So I gave the break. Paragraph I have constructed. Next line I want as another para. So I have ended the para there. So P is nothing but paragraph. So P is nothing but paragraph. Whatever paragraph will decide how many lines you want in a para, what you need in a para, we will see in paragraph tag. So what all we have discussed today, let us summarize. Let us summarize what we have discussed today. So we have seen the first unit syllabus. We have seen the introduction about HTML. We have seen the two sessions of window, header session and body session. Example for that. Then we have seen the basic tag syntax. Then we have seen the structure of HTML program. Then we have seen a simple program to write welcome to HTML. This is a simple program to write welcome to HTML. Next we have seen two types of tags, container tag and empty tag. Then we have seen 6 tags. Break tag, horizontal line tag, subscript, superscript and formatted text tag and finally paragraph tag. Today this is what we have discussed. In next class we will discuss remaining tags. So next we will see what are the improvements we have in paragraph tag. So see here, P is a paragraph tag. This is the opening of paragraph. This is closing of paragraph. Here we can give some attributes. What are the possible attributes P can have? Left, right and center. What are the possible attributes P can have? Left, right, center. So if I give alignment and attribute as right, the text will move to right side. So P is nothing but a paragraph tag. Every tag will have some attributes also. What are the possible attributes P can have? Align. So align, what values can align have? Left, right and center. So if I give right, the text will go to right side. See, welcome to HTML have gone to right side. See, next one is center. So attributes. I have some attributes. For attributes I can assign values. Here for attribute align I have assigned value center. So welcome to HTML is at the center of the page. So next very important and interesting one, size. See here you have H1 to H6, nothing but different sizes of headings. See, H1 opening, welcome to HTML, H1 close. H2 open, welcome to HTML, H2 close. See what I told you, if I have written anything between angular braces, that is tag. If I have written anything without angular braces, that is text. So what is the text here? Welcome to HTML is the text. What is this H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6 headings with the different sizes of headings. So see here, welcome to HTML. Very least size we have here, H6. This is H1. So H1 is the large size, H6 is the smallest size. To display different sizes of headings, we have heading tag. H1 to H6. So next tag, see next one, strike off. If I want to strike off Department of Computer Science and Technology, then I have a tag strike. Strike is the next tag. Here one more important thing, this strike is also can be also represented as S. You can write S in between angular braces, you can write delete in between angular braces, you can write strike in between angular braces. All these what they will do, strike open, strike end. Strike is the start tag. This is end tag. So what is happening between end tag and start tag? Actual text we have. So Department of Computer Science and Engineering is a text that we need to strike off. Here we got the output. We got the output here. So strike can be represented as strike, yes, or delete. This is text. So we have striked off the text. So next one, underline. If you want to underline, you should use U. U for underline, backslash U for closing. So I want to underline Department of Computer Science and Engineering. So this is the output. For underlining we have the tag U. To underline you have U. Next one is font. Very important. If you want to give font red color, font blue color, or if you want to give font size, this is the tag. Very important tag, font tag. What attributes font can have? Color, size. So next important tag is font. Font will have two attributes, color and size. Whatever color you want you can give, whatever size you want also you can give. This is font open, data, font close. So see here, our next tag is font. So font will have attributes like color and size. So font open and font close. These are the attributes. See here, you can give size from only 1 to 7. Okay, see here. If you give 0 also, 5 also, it will consider as -5 also, it will consider as 1 only. Same way, if you give 500, 100, 200 also, it will consider as 7 only. What size you can give? From 1 to 7 only you can give the size. Whatever number you give, it will convert between 1 to 7. See here, size can be given between 1 to 7 only. Default size is 3. If you give the smallest size, it will consider as 1. If you give the largest size, it will consider as 7. So see here, I gave 1000. 1000 will be considered as 7. I gave 0.5, considered as 1. So size we can give between only 1 to 7. So if we give the smallest size, it will consider as 1. If we give the largest size, it will consider as 7. But default size will be 3. 3 is the default size. Default size is 3. This is for font tag. Font close. This font can have size and color. So next one is font color. See, font. Next one is font color. Font open, color is red. Welcome to HTML, font close. Now this welcome to HTML should be displayed in red color. This is the output. So font is for giving colors and size. Now I have given color. What color I want? Red. So which to be displayed in red color? Welcome to HTML. So welcome to HTML is text. Font is tag. Color red is attribute. See, you can learn here. Font open and font close are tags because they are in angular brackets. Welcome to HTML is not in angular bracket, so it is text. Color red is attribute. Ultimately, I will get welcome to HTML in red color. This is tag. This is text. This is attribute. So I have given red color, so I got red color. So our next tag also same. nothing but font, color gave, here I gave size also. So color is red, size is 7. Two attributes in the same output. So size of this is 7, color of this is red. So see here, font is the tag, welcome to HTML is the text, color is attribute, size is also attribute. So color 7, color red, size 7. Color red, see color red, so size also we can give it. So color red, size 7, two attributes we have given. Next, see next one is marquee. See marquee is nothing but to move your text. If you write Vignan, like this it will be moving. On if this is your output window, if you apply marquee, what will happen? The text will be moving on your window from left to right. See, marquee is the tag. What it will do? You up and down, left and right, you can scroll your text. Behavior is scrolling. It can scrolling up and down or left and right. So whatever you give, welcome to HTML or Vignan, anything you give, that will scroll upon your document. If this is your output window, if you apply marquee behavior scroll, then Vignan will be scrolling like this. Vignan and Vignan. So marquee is very interesting. Marquee is very interesting tag. What behavior can marquee have? Scrolling. So how it will scroll? From left to right or from top to bottom it will scroll. See next one is mark. You can highlight any text in yellow color. See next one is mark tag. Mark open, mark end. Why this mark? To highlight a text. What is the default color for highlighting? Yellow. Default color for highlighting is yellow. Default text color is black. So mark is the next tag. Mark closing also will be there. So if we have end tag and open tag both, then it is container tag. Default highlight will be yellow, default text will be black. See here, if we have start tag and if we also have end tag, then it is called as container tag. Container tag is nothing but tag having both start and end. So mark is a container tag. So mark is nothing but to highlight the text. Highlighting will be in yellow color, text will be in black color. Next one is center, which is nothing but to display your text in center. Next tag is center, closing of center tag, nothing but to display your text in center of window. You have some text, by applying center, you can display the text in center of the window. Next one is nothing but bolding. For bolding we are using B. B or strong. See, if we can use B like this, we can use B like this, we can use strong also. By using this B or strong, we can bold the text. What we can do? We can bold the text. See, next one is italic. See, how you can perform italic? See here, I, HTML, I closing. So a tag which is having start tag and end tag is called as container tag. I is used to italicize the words. Here welcome to HTML is italicized because it is written in between I tags. I have written HTML, so I will get HTML as italicized word. So what are the tags we have seen? Break tag we have seen. So 15 different types of we have seen. 15 different types of tags we have seen. All these are HTML tags. Break tag, horizontal line, center, bold, italic, color font with color, heading tag and all these things we have seen. 15 different types of tags we have seen. These 15 different types of tags are nothing but HTML tags. What are the 15 tags we have seen? Horizontal line tag, break, continue, center, headings, paragraphs and font size and subscript, superscript, finally bold letter and italicized letter. So these are the 15 types of tags we have seen in HTML. By this we have completed 4 topics in unit 1. Basic structure, basic tags, basic document structure. From next class we will see what are the images. Still we have to learn what are images, how tables can be generated, how list can be generated. Okay.